In video games, reality shatters when technology fails and rewelds the boy. This is Beyond the Sprite, to outside of legend.
In the history of gaming, we have been sold the idea of the legend as a heroic cycle of reincarnation. A boy, a sword, and a destiny. But if we peel back the layers of Hero's code, we uncover a terrifying mathematical truth. Nature does not create perfect copies. Within the declassified files of what fans call the Zelda timeline, there exists a phenomenon that fictional developers refer to as the hero's residue. It is said that every time a player finishes a game, every time a save file is abandoned, halfway through that version of Link does not cease to exist. He is not deleted, he simply runs out of now. He becomes an echo. Researchers at the Retro Vault have analyzed original gold cartridges that sat in storage for decades. What they found were not static data points. They discovered that within the circuits, hundreds of links from forgotten save files have begun to merge. In the forbidden folklore of Hyrule, Tis is now Nas, the veil of identical faces. There is a story of a collector who gained access to a corrupted version of Ocarina of Time. Upon entering the Temple of Time, he didn't find the Master Sword. Instead, he found a mountain of empty green tunics. Each tunic had a different name stitched into the collar. The specific names that every individual player gave their character back in 1998. But the most unsettling detail is Link's physiology. Have you ever wondered why Link never speaks? Official theory says it's so the player can project themselves onto him. The Beyond the Sprite theory is much more physical. Link has no vocal cords. Internal documents suggest that Link is a hardware homunculus, a biological shell grown by the realm of Hyrule itself as a defense mechanism. It is said that if you could strip the tunic off the Link from the original NES game, you wouldn't see skin, you would see a series of gears and copper filaments vibrating to the frequency of the Triforce. Link is not a boy, he is an antibody. This is why, when evil is defeated, Link often vanishes into the woods, or loses himself in time. The system uninstalls him because he is no longer required. But what about the Links that failed? In a hidden village within Twilight Princess, programmers left a trace of a discarded character the villagers called the Screaming Link. He was a version of the hero who remembered every death from all his past lives. He remembered being crushed by Ganon. He remembered drowning in the water temple. And he remembered the crushing loneliness of being abandoned by the player when they grew bored of the game. This Link became a virus. It is said he wanders the edges of the map, where the textures turn to blur. Some players swear that if you leave Link standing still in a dark corner of the map for too long, the reflection in the water doesn't mimic your movements. The reflection stays still, staring back at you with eyes that aren't pixels, but two black holes that seem to plead with you. Please, do not turn off the console. Because for him, the darkness of a powered-down screen is a century of torture in the void. Link is not the chosen one of the gods. He is the prisoner of a legend that forces him to die and be born 1,000 times for our entertainment. And somewhere in the depths of an old server, there is a file containing the cries of every Link, still waiting for someone to press start.
Don't cover more video game mysteries. Leave a comment, share the void, hit like and subscribe.